Hello, my dearest confidant. Something that I feel the need to express, I guess, is something that recently has come to um, fisticuffs in my body. I've been in a place where I have advocated against like mainstream religion and um, I've been harmed by the church and the ideologies in the church, as a lot of other people have. And something that I have found is true for me, and this is, part of my healing journey, is to speak out loud to other people about what I feel about the devil. And I've told my mom for years, she's avid, she's religious, and she's like, oh, that's the devil, oh, that's the devil, oh, that's the devil. And every time she said it, it made me feel like that doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. And you know what? Think about me what you will, but I don't believe in the devil as the Bible says. What I think is evil and is the devil is, fear, the need to control other people and the way that they think and feel and grow. To me, that's, it's like, it reminds me of, narcissists in a way where, they say they gaslight you, right? Oh, that's not your experience. This is your experience. They try to tell you what it is. And I feel that way about the church. I feel that way. And, I struggled with it for a long time, for years. I left the church, golly, years ago. I could tell you when, but then I would have to do math. I don't feel like doing that. But I left it because, I felt like there was so much hypocrisy and all these other things. And it's just like, now that I've read other texts and I've visited other countries and just done some exploration within myself and, watched other people's experiences, social media has definitely shown me how fast we can learn and grow if we choose to be open-minded. And I've made friendships with people that maybe still live in fear of being wrong, right? And going to hell. And I've also been in the company of people that do believe in a higher power being, God, creator, source, universe, whatever they want to call it, and have been freed and feel and behave so much healthier and happier. And if I have to be afraid in order to live a purposeful life, that's doesn't even sound like what God would want for me. And so, taking back those things and saying, hey, you know what, maybe that might be true for you, and maybe you need to live within that construct because it gives you a sense of purpose and peace for yourself. But you know what? Not for me, not anymore. And fear has driven a lot of the behaviors and ways that I've lived my life. And, I know I'm not alone in believing that just because I don't believe that Jesus is who the Bible says he is. I'm not saying Jesus didn't exist, but that Jesus exists in the manner that the Bible says, the Christian Bible says that he did, means I'm going to hell, then that's fear. That's fear. Because how could you have so many people believe in the Christian Bible, but then have so many people believe and be diehard for the Quran or Sanskrit or, all of those other things that are out there? How could each one of these ones say, we are the true and living word and this is what you should follow? And how do you make that decision? And I truly, thoroughly, and without a doubt believe that there is truth in all things. And if it makes me lose friendships and it makes me lose, well, followers on social media and whatever else, then, I guess that is what it is. But I want to live the fullest, most purposeful life that I can, and living behind the construct of religion in the way that most people understand it is just not something that I want to do anymore. And I'm tired of feeling shame and guilt for not believing what other people believe, and for other people stepping into my life. I'm not asking them for advice, stepping into my life and telling me, well, maybe you mean this, or maybe you should believe this, or maybe this, when I didn't ask for that feedback. Like, I'm not accepting that anymore. It's one thing if we're having a conversation and we're talking about something, but for you to come to me and tell me that I'm going to hell because I don't believe in Jesus the way you believe in him, that sounds like judgment to me, which goes against your construct that you so believe in. And so if you can't even get it right to tell me, hey, I love you and I want to be here for you in the way that I can, or I love you and I have to step away from you because you don't believe what I believe. Like, man, real quick story, I was in the church and I had a prayer partner, and I decided to change churches because I didn't believe in one of the things that they were um, putting out there, which was, that I had to give the pastor and the pastor's wife and all these other people money for their birthdays, and stuff like that. Anyways, I left that church, and that person decided not to tell me that they couldn't be my prayer partner anymore because I wasn't going to the same church and understanding the same doctrine in the way that they did. They just straight up stopped answering my phone calls and didn't talk to me for months. Like, but you think that I should blindly believe what you believe when you can't even have a conversation with me to say, hey, like, if you're not going to be going to the same church with me, then we can't be prayer partners. I mean, I thought prayer was supposed to be lifting people up, and encouraging people. And, if we would have remained prayer partners, it's possible I could have come back to that church. But that's not what happened. And so, everything in my life happens for a reason. Everything in your life happens for a reason. And again, if you want to believe in religion and do those things, and it brings you happiness and fulfillment, and you feel like you're doing everything you absolutely need to do in this life, in this earth plane, in this body, that's great for you. And I'm going to support you in that. But I don't need you to ask me to come to your church because I'm not coming. I don't need you to influence my life in a way when I'm not asking for advice. I mean, this video right here, I'm not making you watch it. It's a choice. And so you were brought here to the end of this video for a reason, right? Maybe it's just to plant a seed. Maybe it's for you to leave my life. Maybe it's for you to enter my life in a more physical manner. I don't know what that is, but I felt the need to have this video and discuss it with you and just tell you how I feel. And I know that there's other people out there that feel like I do. So anyways, I love you, my dearest confidant. And until next time.